Hello people and friends, welcome back to Dominion 6. We are in our Xibalba game, in the Middle Ages of Dominion's world. And in this age, Fort Minnesota is trying to sinkhole the world. We are now in the winter in the year 2 of the Ascension Wars. So this means it's the end of the 3rd year of the war. Sorry, and now we have more and more messages each turn. Finally, our underwater backup has found multiple of the nice magic sites I so covet. Ulm has declared Arnold the Wolf Tribe Shaman to be a prophet of perpetually stoned, the foundation, and so on. And sadly, Ulm has given up. The second player has dropped out of our game, and now the AI is already being a colossal dipshit and wasting units and commanders left and right. First off, Delka. Delka tries to save itself from our force, and while they managed to kill some units, they also lose some units. I suspect... Oh wait, I apparently had moved my flyers off, so nothing bad happened to Commander in the background. It's just that 3 really expensive Black Knights committed suicide without anything to show for it. So that's a lesson in cavalry tactics for you. While those Black Knights could have done a lot of harm to our frogs, since they hit our horse brothers first, they wasted their charge, and then they were surrounded on all sides and slowly beaten to death. Take this as a lesson. Even if you have super cavalry, you can't just send in like 3 dudes completely unsupervised. That's something only some rare elves can do, because they have a lot of more shit than defense skill 13 and high protection. So our losses were fairly light, and the next bad decision was one single Mastersmith trying to attack Druid lands. And while he did manage to kill some of the units here, there was enough province defense to kill him. What the fuck was he even scripted to do? Temper... Yeah, I have no idea what the AI was thinking doing this. I mean, it could possibly be that he was scripted to empower himself and then use Blade Wind. But if that's true, that's bad news, my friend. Oh, he did do cast Earth Power and then he used Magma Balls. Maybe I did some miscalculation, and if this guy is still scripted, which I think he still is, then we might not have gotten to a high enough evocation level for Blade Wind. So I might have been fearing the Blade Wind attacks completely uselessly, and then he gets stabbed a lot at the end. And the province defense means that those 3 are already replaced. Then another battle in Silvermark. This time our army marches in, has some light losses on our flyers, and the flyers made some kills. I suppose one of them was the commander. There was not much going on here, but for some reason the force of Ulm was either trying to march off or set to patrol for some reason. This could still have been the player trying to head off something like a single scout attacking. Well, it's more likely that's the AI doing dumb decisions again. So our people buff and then send frosty magic down, and then our swords try to stab the survivors in the back. Total chaos. It's still some swords left now. Then we get Province Income plus Farm Strength to Sea Throwers. As a reminder, the only sea is Lake Fortuna, so I guess the Sea Throwers of the lake. And now finding ways to trade with people in Scaleria, I guess. No, that's some comedy. Then Trollwoods, we get more unrest. Ah, and Misfortune. Oh, this is cute, because this could be random. But it also could be some asshole trying to annoy us, we don't know. Well, I have some money left over, so let's try to get at least some minimum patrol strength. Maybe we get lucky. Here there is still a red triangle and we lost our belief system there. So we might have a problem there. At least Abizia is walking towards the east, dealing with Ermor. And Ermor is again under siege. This time black, that means Agatha. I'm guessing there are... Oh yeah, I could have just looked to the left side and read the scout text. So Pythium was too slow, Man was too slow, so now Agatha is getting ammo. And there's still tons of units around. So I guess we get to see if Ermor manages to throw off the troops of Agatha, and we get to see if Abizia's new army is doing better than the last one, which just got scared off. Here we have a clam field, which gives us income, good, and a shiny astral pearl, and the sunken galley, which gives us more death. Well, that's useful, I guess, because we have death mages. But what on earth? Well, it's at least growing slowly. We are still building this rock wall. Oh, fucking hell, oh, 1 month. Well, okay, so let's see. Next month I can finally start recruiting troops here, so it's not just one guy alone. And we are scouting so we can't be surprised by another Pythium unit marching in. And at least Agatha isn't using an army of amphibians, so they can't walk underwater and cut us off. So until Pythium shows up to the east of me, and until Ermor is trying to get underwater, we're fairly safe. Luckily the AI may be brain dead, but it at least tries to follow some basic logic, like for example relentlessly attacking anyone who is trying to keep their capital. So try to foresee Abizia walking into Duva next turn and Ermor trying to throw off the army of Agatha, and then we see who will win. Creepy guys from the underworld, creepy guys from the afterlife, or creepy guys from the underworld but on fire. That will be a battle for the ages. Too bad I don't have a scout ready, so we're probably not even getting a report. So I can now walk... Oh, we already found stuff here, right? The Fathom Deep increases magic and we get water. The mountain gives us earth and resources. Oh yeah, and we can drain the resources into Mu. That's kind of perfect. Equipment points are higher. Yeah, that's nice. Unexpected bonus. I completely forgot about the mountain underneath. But this also means... Oh, our Tender God has already searched them. We don't really need more death. Okay, we've finished. Okay. It's not much to do here, so I can walk back into Mu and can do a bit of priesting or researching, since we don't want to have our belief system totally collapse. No, my friend. I have no idea why you're sitting here. Let's go and take a look here. So, we're recruiting mages here. And recruiting mages here. Now, of course, I need more priests, I guess. The Murkuhul are level 1 mages. And then... Yeah, okay, they are fairly cheap, I guess. So let's change things around. And recruit some Ahas, so I can priest it up here. And, oh, resources are too low. And then, another good news. The Black Knights sitting in Bitra were actually stupid enough to go back into Asphodel. So now they will be dogpiled and killed. And we now have this big force of idiots here. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of useful, I guess. Those should be able to deal with what is going on our side. Carefully layering this one after another, maybe like this. See if they can get some accidentally flanking going on. And I guess I can get some of those frogs into defense mode, since those guys aren't really good at defending. So troop, whatever, go please and take Breacher. Yeah, and I guess I should start preaching. So next time, yeah, well, let's see, he's a level 2 priest, so I guess, oh, that's a lot of research, but I really need my dominion to spread underwater. That's kind of embarrassing. Then we have all those colossal weird things going on here. Well, Delcra is now basically neutralized, I think. Worldwide event, blood magic, yeah, nothing for us right now. Yeah, we have to deal with this shit, but all our troops are committed right now. The walls are critically damaged, yeah, because those idiots just sent all of their last defenders. Then Silvermark, the walls are severely damaged, but it's at least progressing fast. Then population plus 785, that's nice. Means income is raising. Now if those people could just start believing in us and the power of Fountain, Minnesota. Now I have these guys here, together with some flyers who must have fled from another battle. Well, there aren't any flyers here. So I guess, yeah, something went off. I must have missed this, but they have really bad shitty moral anyway. What was it? 10. Okay, not too bad, but of course if their protection of 0, they'll probably get scared simply because so many of them will die in the battle. This is now a nicely sized block. Problem is, of course, we can't continue sieging 2. We don't really have the ability to siege everyone. Kind of funny. It looks like we could take Beach now, since there is no one there except Mastersmiths. So I guess by process of elimination, since there is not much left here, these guys could do something, but my capital and the only source of flyers is closest. So my shitty flyers can 1, 2, 1. Yeah, in 2 turns they can arrive in Beachra, and hopefully the Black Knights aren't coming back now. Do I have a scout sitting here? Yeah, let's take a look, just in case they're trying to come back. I really hope, however, that the AI won't come back, because this is a nice chance I'm getting. And we're still recruiting frogs here. And priests. Here we're still getting Hurkuls. We can continue recruiting backups up here. Yeah, we have put our usage up here. Well, let's see. Yeah, I guess I have to mobilize another army. Otherwise it will take too long. So I have some flyers here, good. So now I have the basic functioning of an army ready. She'll get back here, and then we have a block of heavy infantry and a block of light infantry to catch off any surviving Black Knights. So this is a basic functioning army unit now, with some cheap spears to suffer and die for us, a block of reliable infantry behind them, and we have some mage support and some flyers to stab idiots in the back who think they don't need bodyguards. So Marmich, Loom, and this guy are now the basic functioning army unit. Now we need Uzukan to stay behind as Forger and Summoner. Let's see, none of the other guys have... Oh, I could use someone to buff. Could be useful, but really would be nice if I had someone who could cast frosty death spells instead. Well, now I have someone who can buff up our buff rocks a bit. Word of Stone, is this even necessary? Let's see what we can do instead. Oh, okay, yeah, summon Earth Power. After that, I suppose I can start using Blade Wind instead. Holy shit, I hope they aren't fucking me over. So, and here we have this disaster. But I just realized I can still keep on recruiting mages, because I had this phenomenally smart idea of abusing the fact that we now have a leader who can have 5 squadrons instead of just 3 or 4, which means the other frogs... Oh, fuck, I can also put the normal frogs into this normal frog squadron, and then put the horse brothers into a 4th, so this should work out perfectly. So I don't actually need to pause recruitment of mages for leaders. Next turn we get a new backup, and then we get these guys here. And then I really hate that I have to leave those problems unattended for now. But if I manage to bring down one of these fortresses, this will then allow me to send one army back up there. So this new army I'm putting together is supposed to speed things up in the south. We'll probably can take Xibalba and Delka with what we have available. And then I have to put all those dudes on the Packwoods. The only thing that's kind of fucking me over is... Oh, yeah, a new guy. So I have still no idea what's going on over there. So let's do the long watch and hope he survives. Unrest is still at 0, but I don't like the fact that we are losing Dominion over there. Dominion in our central provinces is still healthy, and we are spreading towards our new provinces in the west, since Ulm isn't doing much of anything anymore. They may be even slowly disappearing soon. But it would help us a lot if we can get which would be now the 5th temple. Yeah, that would help us a lot. We need new temples. Underwater, it's of course a bit unhelpful, since everyone here around Asphodel, Ermor, Pythium can march underwater and take. But it doesn't belong to them. It's also a bit dumb that the Packwoods, I guess I can let them stay, because putting a temple there means then that an enemy has to take the stupid palisades, even though they are not exactly in the most optimal position. And if I have money left over, I probably build up a fortress in Domna. Still better than in Lake Fortuna. So to keep my provinces here a bit more safe, and so I can recruit troops and mages in both Silbermark and Dumna to reinforce that edge. And that's everything I can do right now. Right now I want to concentrate on sweeping Ulm off the board as fast as possible, just in case the war continues towards the west then. Ironically, my pretender god is probably the reason my dominion is slowly moving westwards, because he is probably spreading a lot of dominion over here. Let's see if I can even... Ah shit, he is a major leader of troops, isn't he? Oh, let's see. Oh, okay, but he hasn't the most. So let's preach a bit faster to get our dominion up here. So siege continues, Delka and Silvermark are going on, and of course I have this flyer, the flyers adding to my siege attempt at Beatwer. And 2 turns from now, Bitra should be safely under siege again. And a new army is ready in Ulmian. And then let's see how to go from there. If things work out, I'll probably send the block of infantry and idiots I'm sitting here up to do some finding over here in Darton. I could even use the commander to do the honest searching, since if it's just some stupid spies and assassins hiding there, I probably don't need a full army. Instead, Agna will then sit around and priest a lot to get our dominion back up again. Yeah, it's kind of funny how fast our dominion has collapsed, despite us having fairly big territory. But I guess I have to be a bit more proactive, since we have so many people who want to see us dead around. Even our allies aren't exactly helping. Just look at this, all those temples sitting everywhere. Yeah, Asphodel is kind of guy who you don't want to have as an enemy, but you also don't want to have them as an ally. It's chaos pure. Just look at this big blob of units marching forward. So the funny thing is, I wanted to help him, but he's causing me so many problems that he is kind of having to wait now until I deal with my shit here. All those Ulm temples, for example, will have to be replaced with my own, just to keep a core unit of my belief system going here. The religion in Fountain, Minnesota will not falter. So, and this means, yeah, Murkuhuls can also priests, I guess. And I have some of those guys here. Oh, well, let's be proactive here. Let's see, we'll probably start in Agajab since there is no hostile force. Oh, fuck it, it's faster here. So now I have reduced my research by 9, but now I have a priest next turn who can start counteracting the malevolent influence over here. There aren't even any temples here. This may just be Abysia being evil. Of course, there is Asphodel. Too bad the game doesn't tell us what exactly the evil wrong belief is. Just that it's the wrong belief with dark candles. Abysia is continuing sending troops. So it looks like Abysia is determined to get to Elmore. But of course it could also be that they're preparing for an invasion. Another reason I want to finish up really fast, because Xibalba is not exactly a big fat citadel. So if you have a determined advance, they could actually try to snipe our capital if we are not careful. For now we are again a couple turns vulnerable while we are re-recruiting more troops. And yeah, let's see, we need to neutralize the 4 fortresses of Ulm as fast as possible so we can send troops back north to protect Xibalba and to eliminate whoever is hiding here in Darton. Our research continues. We are now at Alteration 5 soon. Then we go back to construction so we can forge something, and then we rush Lost Land for reasons that will become obvious. In one turn I could use Lost Land exactly 1 time. Optimally, of course, would be 2 times, since this would be the absolute minimum provinces destroyed. I would need to lock up Abysia underground, and after that I can just take the other provinces at my leisure, since Abysia can't send reinforcements. Or very slowly if they have a water mage down there who can forge some items. So, more importantly, someone did ask... Oh, wait, that was another game. In another game, someone asked me to trade. Ah, fuck, no, I have to go back to that game. And that's the curse of being distracted by recording, I suppose. So, the insane world war that has started a couple turns ago is continuing. Pyrene still fighting with Scalera against Asphodel and slowly losing ground. Ulm is fighting us after Ulm itself was lost to Asphodel. Then in the east we have this other war going on with Abysia trying to claim Amorian lands, which Agatha also tries, which Pitium has already tried, which Man was trying, I suppose. And we have some problems with our own, with just how many different belief systems are trying to fight each other. But since this is a world where belief in something gives that something magic power, we want to people to believe in Found Minnesota, not all those other crappy gods. So we'll now have to do some priest healing. Do I have some other tiny priest hanging around somewhere? No, all big beefy mages except for this guy here. This guy is aha. So he is also a priest. So let's priest it up. Next turn 2 priests go active. A 3rd priest shows up here to preach. And then our level 2 priest preaches up here. And as soon as I'm clearing out the hostile fortresses, some more temples will go up, safely protected by walls. Dalka is just a basic fortification. Well, it will save money since our dumb frogs can't build anything better. 6 enemy units, yeah. That wasn't great. Thank you for wasting attempts. I have no idea if those... I think those came from inside the fortress since they were Black Knights. And I think this guy must have come from the Pack of Woods. Of course, where the fuck are the 30 units that were sitting here? Was this just a very misleading scout report? Ah, fuck it. We are winning, so I'm not questioning it. Anything I should take notice? Nope. Oh, one good event and one bad event. It's a wash. So let's see if we can save the souls of our people and the religion of Found Minnesota, the god of sinkholes. Let's continue next turn. Libluini out. Hello friends, Libluini is back, and this time it's the Middle Ages of Dominion 6. We are still Found Minnesota, the god of Xibalba, and with the power of frogs and also bats, we are trying to conquer the world. Our war with Ulm is still going strong, and Asphodel is still fighting practically everyone on the western side of our empire. As you can see, that means a lot of shit has happened. The most unimportant thing is we reached Alteration 5 and are now finally at the stage where we can reel in some constructions or we can later forge better stuff. First off, our invasion of Britware, 2nd attempt, worked out fairly well. There was some province defense, but our frogs caught some spears, some balls, and then they won. They're after all cheap and shitty units, but there's a limit to what you can do if you have fairly low moral on top. Oh yeah, okay, so my units are incredibly shit. But they can still have average attack skills and can do some mean damage if they hit. So if you have this number of units, there is a limit for what you can do. Yeah, and then our friends, the crossbowmen, are getting stabbed a lot. I could have gone worse. I mean, with a moral of 9, I'm surprised myself, and it should be 10, but the merman captain is of course a shit leader, I guess. Or maybe so. Kind of bad day for someone. Then in Vaginum we see a ton of units die on our friend's side, but Ulma was stupid enough to let the 10 Black Knights sit there. And I guess that's good. So on one hand, Asphodel took a throne from me. On the other hand, thanks to Ulm being stupid, now that Ulm is... oh god, the noises. So So those guys are now super sleepy thanks to all those sleep lines. Yeah, mannequins can't do much, but if you're a living unit and they get you, and you're lost. The best way we could deal with them is if we put all our cheap frogs up front in huge lines to block their advance. Then they get to be sleepy frogs and get slowly killed while our mages go to town and trying to destroy them. Which means, yeah, they're also cold resistant, so it goes slower. Until we research Ice Strike, which is neutral on that front. But yeah, those cavalrymen met their match and are now wiped out. Those huge things are... Wait. Those huge things are carrion bears. I think they have to be summoned, but with Asphodel it could be that they are also free spawn. That means they'll just show up just in lower numbers. They are completely mindless like the mannequins. They're also cold resistant and have more hit points. Again, they can do a lot of damage if they hit you with claws, but the damage that they can do with sleep vines is important. They of course have the drawback that they have attack skill 6, and there are only a few of them, not hundreds. So they are of limited value, I suppose, only as they survive more than one hit. And we have all manner of different plant zombies here. Asphodel is kind of like a horror movie in action. And after this defeat in Vergano, this means Bitra is now safely in our hands soon because there's nothing inside. And now Ulm can't recruit anything. In Delka we see the AI being stupid again and attacking with one Mastersmith. And seeing on this here, I'm guessing he didn't use Blade Winds, because he only got 1 or 2 units before someone took him out of our misery. Then in the Cloudbreakers got gold! Ha! Lucky. And then in Dumna we got 1 shiny water gem. Still lucky. In Iskabne we got 6 air gems. Oh, all those nice lightning strikes. Worldwide event is blood magic rituals are cheaper this month. Good, but we can't use blood magic now. Normally it could be easy for us to switch to blood magic economy, thanks to our blood magic Batman, but since they are currently only recruitable in our capital, that means we are shit out of luck. Since we need our big buff magic frogs. Then we killed a false prophet and finally ended this stupid shit in Darton. For now, it could still be that there's more shit going. This is just the event that kept destroying our dominion. Words are hard. So now let's see if we can go underground and take a look what's going on there. Yeah, it's here because I can't see the here. But there is an army here, and if the army is doing something like patrolling, not good. You see more armies here and more armies here. Yeah. So man has shown up, and now it's a race. It's a free-for-all between Agatha, Man, and Abizia. And let's see who will start a fight now. Since there is an underground passage, I'm guessing Agatha could bite more off than they want here if Abizia attacks them. There could be an underground connection we aren't seeing after all. Man, of course, with 430 units and a shit ton of it cavalry, is the wild card here, and I'm just lucky that they can't go underwater. So this army is still forming up in Ulmian. Still unlucky that none of those mages has level 3 in water. Not even level 2. Oh, wait, okay. We have this guy who can buff, and that's it. Level 2 water, of course, will become immediately useful as soon as we get Ice Strike. Which means... yeah, oh, okay, we are doing some construction research, and then we are back to evocation. So we are not that far off, because we do our Lost Land run. We have now unlocked one cast of Lost Land, so we have to husband those Earth Gems, because it's our final weapon, our nuclear bomb. And if things start not getting out of control on the side of Pyrene, we're using it against Abysia first. Pyrene would only be useful if we dump our own province. Which we could. Druidland is too expensive, but Dumna is kind of a mediocre province. So we would not lose much, but of course we would need 200 gems until we can even start hurting Pyrene. So they're kind of in a bad position until we see some more here. I continue scouting here, because it would really be neat. Oh, here, we have scouts here too. Well, let's go into man. It's probably we are out of luck because it looks like Pyrene is completely landlocked. But of course, there are also other potential enemies. If Scaleria, for example, attacks us, we'll probably need to do something against places like Nake. Scaleria, of course, has undead, but their mages can't swim, so they're a lesser threat than, say, Asphodel, who can just walk everything underwater. Then there's, of course, man. If man overruns Abysia and then fights us, we probably have to start sinking man provinces. Eric's would be a good target, but I would also like to find their capital, because if it's close enough to the ocean, it would be a nice target for us. Also, but I also want to see if I can set Abysia itself underwater. Abysia is here. Oh, perfect. So if I sink Trollland, Mines of Despair and Abysia. So it is possible. Of course, if Abysia is strong enough to fight back, the logical way would be to first sink Trollland, then Dendra Nigra to completely lock Abysia out from us, take the rest of what Abysia has on the overground, and then use even more gems to sink the mines and Abysia, if that's possible. Lost Land. Is there something in the description about cave? Yeah, I have to. Nope. Vocation. Lost Land description. One coastal province is drowned. Yeah, I think it might not work with caves. Cannot target highlands or mountains. 1. Cannot be cast underwater. 2. Yeah, so I'm guessing cave provinces don't work, because I think cave provinces can't be coastal. This is forest and river, can be sunk. This is forest, can be sunk. So, good news. Troll lands, cave, and rib cave. No idea. I guess I could try it if it comes to it. Then we have all those waste and plains and rivers. Everything ideal to put down one level down. We have plains and farmland. Oh, well, okay. Good that I stopped to read this, because this means we probably shouldn't immediately attack Pyrene, because we can't just sink their provinces. We have to fight it out normally. Oh, back to my messages, because there was more. The Prel's Prophet. We finished the rock wall, and Bitra is unharmed. There's still that's something I keep forgetting, because Dominion 6 has this new thing where a fortress has an inherent defense you have to overcome. You can't just park 5 dudes in front of a citadel and just very, very slowly hack your way in. Nope. Castles and forts and so on have their own defense, and my frogs aren't strong enough to overcome a castle, I suppose. Bitra is, yes, a castle. 1000 integrity, and it has a... Did I overlook this? No, it's only for the defender to see. But a castle has a lot more defense than a fortress, which has in turn more defense than a palisade. And this means that our dump froggies are not enough. They are just barely enough to keep the defenders from repairing the castle walls faster. At least we get some flyers next turn who will add some progress, hopefully, but slow. We need, sadly, a real army down here to make any progress. At least we get more frogs here. Probably have to change to an actual leader here, which then of course takes away too many resources. So this leader will then take over command from this poor idiot with his 0 moral bonus and 2 squads. What the fuck did I actually do? He has 2 squads, so there shouldn't be any problem with... Oh, they only have naturally less moral than the 10 a fresh recruit. Okay, now I'm confused. 10. Okay, so 10. The moral, they also have 8. So apparently some of the units have lost 1 moral. I guess there is some other factor. Maybe they don't like merman captains because they suck shit. Well, anyway, a real frog captain will soon take over. Asphodel, my friend, has eliminated my Black Knights for me, and he's probably now going back to Ulm, teaching the AI a lesson. Well, that's funny. Probably he just didn't put any province defense here. Seems like it's the survivors from what he just did. Then we have Delka here. Any more? The Fallen Dagger. The forts are critically damaged, though. And Silvermark has been breached already. Well, okay. There's really nothing to do here than to immediately attack and just host everything down with our mages. We, of course, know that there are some assholes inside. Where are our flyers? I really thought I had sent more flyers. I guess I needed them somewhere else. Right. Well, fucking ho. We have these flyers, but where is the second leader? I'm pretty sure I had one. Oh, here he is. Ach, Kuxtal. He is supposed to be the leader here. But can he get over here? Nope, he needs 2 turns. Oh, fucking hell. Of course, anyone I sent from Xibalba would need 2 turns too. You know, that's kind of annoying, because now I have to wait extra turns to get to safely not engage the... Fuck! Fuck! Ugh. Those stupid mages can do tons of damage. Okay, the question is, do I do a risk and keep the attack up? Or do I wait until more reinforcements are there? Delcroix is almost done now. Let's keep cool. But of course this means... Ah, fuck, we had -2 again. At least we have 1 level 3 mage now more. Which means we don't need an extra leader for the next batch. So, Swords Bartab are the ones with leadership. And I can get 2 of them. Fuck, okay. So now we have a bit more mobility. This fortress is still critically damaged, but there are also probably less Master Smiths now. The question is, of course, what does the AI do? Because if they have Blade Wind, they could hurt us a lot. Ah. Okay. Let's do it this way. Vulcanus, attack. Let's see how many Master Smiths are there, because if there aren't that many, I'll attack anyway. And I don't bother needing Arkuk's toe, because he couldn't be there in time anyway. But just in case Delka is ready next turn, I'm moving them up here, so they can be used against Master Smiths here in the castle. Then Bitra has their own flyers ready next turn. Of course, this is the slowest siege. Galeria is still fighting us further. The next army is ready. Okay, so next turn I know if I can immediately attack or if I have a need of flyers. Delka should be attackable next turn, and this army will have flyers then. Not that many, but they just need to distract the Master Smiths so our normal units can storm the fortress. And then the combined army will... Yeah, what the fuck will I do next, I guess? Still 0... Ah, yes, of course, you should go to preach mode. You too, please preach. Preach and bring our dominion back up. So, I have some extra money left over, I'm now seeing. I have a rock wall now under the ocean. They are not very good, but they're even shittier than a palisade, because they're just a bunch of rocks. Now I have to ask myself, oh, is this guy still sneaking? Sneak faster, please. I have the chance to do something about faraway sea now. Yeah, there's no reason to wait. Just rush in and claw the shit out of people. So this guy is probably... Yeah, that's oh, amphibian. Good. So none of these guys is stuck underwater. See, now I can recruit mages underwater. Not very fast. Not really fast or many, but every little bit holds out. Oh, there are also priests. Let's see. Priests and leaders are probably better. Then we have the Ahas, who are also priests. I still have to keep my money, I guess, for extensions to fortresses, and there is, of course, a batch of new temples I will soon have to construct, so let's keep it... Oh, wow. Yeah, rock walls aren't really the best forts. Even one of our weakest leaders is 1 commander point, 2 commander points for Mr. Schwieb. Here, this game sometimes. This one, yeah, okay. So we have one immediately because we need him to preach. And then we'll do some frogging. Oh, wow, okay. Immediately down to 0. So next turn we'll have some basic armies ready here. Of course there is nothing here, so why not? If it works, then it works. It's not like Armor comes back. There are 3 different armies trying to fight it out over Armor itself. I can just take the faraway sea now, and there is nothing coming. So you, my friend, can now go back to research, and the next guy I'm recruiting will start preaching immediately. This should help us out down here, because we really don't have many provinces where people believe in our god. So next turn Delka should be ready, and we should know about Silbermark, and then we'll take both castles. And then my main stack of mages will go back to one of my main fortresses to rethink things a bit, while the other army block will clean up Packwoods. And then let's see, Abysia is probably too early because I want to do something funny with them. We'll probably have to do something below ground, like recruiting tons and tons of preachers. Yeah, so war continues. We are still fighting very hard to keep the belief in our god of sinkholes going. Research is ongoing, but it's still not as good as I would like. Ah yes, evocation 6. At our speed it's 4 turns, and then probably 8 turns for 7. Yeah, we might have to go to recruiting mages after we clean out the rest of Ulm. But until then, Libluini out.